On this special edition of the Locked On Sun Devils podcast, incoming freshman CJ Fite joins me to talk about ASU and tell us a little bit about who we need to know he is as a person and as a player. Let's hop into it on this edition of the Locked On Sun Devils podcast.
Are Locked On Sun Devils, your daily podcast on the Arizona State Sun Devils, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Today's episode of Locked On Sun Devils is brought to you by BetOnline. BetOnline has you covered this season with more props, odds, and lines than ever before. BetOnline, where the game starts. Hello, everybody. Once again on the Locked On Sun Devils podcast, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. My name is Richie Bradshaw, and I will be your guide for everything Arizona State Sun Devils. Joining me today is CJ Fite, the incoming freshman defensive lineman from Tatum out in Texas. CJ, how you doing today? Thanks for joining me.
Good about yourself, no problem. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. It's a good time whenever I get a chance to talk to an ASU football player that's been nothing but fun with everybody that's coming into the program, both as incoming freshmen and the transfer portal as well. Obviously, there's a lot that's going on right now. And the first thing I want to ask you about is, committing to Arizona State. What were some of the most appealing aspects about the university and the football program that made you decide that you wanted to come here?
Well, at first I committed in the summer with the old coaching staff, and it was just the men that were there. They just seemed like great men to be around and to be able to grow. And then when the change happened, I ended up decommitting. I wanted to figure out what else I had, what else to look at. And I got a call from Coach Amy and Coach Ward. They told me how much they still wanted me, and just the talk I had with them made me feel comfortable going back, so I committed back.
Yeah, that was actually one of the things I wanted to ask you about is, you had originally committed last summer, like you said, with Herm Edwards and the coaching staff that was previously here. What did they kind of sell you on with the program that made you initially want to come here under Herm Edwards and everything like that?
Oh, that was with them. It was just the connections they had, the type of men they were. I felt like I had the best chance going there. Just go ahead.
Gotcha. And then, like you said, Coach Amy and some of the other coaches were able to reach out to you, kind of show you that they still wanted you here. They still wanted you to be a part of the future and everything. What are kind of your impressions with the new coaching staff?
Oh, the new coaching staff, they love what they do. They make us want to be better. They make it fun. They let you know we're still here to work, and they're changing the culture. They're changing the culture. They're changing the mindset. The mindset mentality has already changed just from the few weeks they've been here, or a few weeks I've been here. So it's been great.
Yeah, I know that. Like you said, it felt like it was a pretty quick turnaround for you. You had mentioned, you decommitted, wanted to do some soul searching and make sure that this was the correct school for you. They reached back out. Obviously, there was something here that truly feels special to you. When you look at the football program, what's the most appealing aspect about that for you?
I would say the close-knit, like the family aspect. We've had a few people, they'll have to leave to go do something for family, and Coach Dillingham has said it wouldn't be, but one of his rules is we're a family. He said it wouldn't be family if I wouldn't let you go do family things, have family problems, stuff like that. So stuff is more close-knit and everybody closer together.
Focusing more on like the university aspect real quick, what about the actual like schools and departments is most interesting to you? Do you mind if I ask you, what are your scholarship expectations? Like, what are you looking to major in while you're here at ASU?
It's between entrepreneurship and electrical engineering, but the campus is crazy. The buildings are beautiful. I love walking around, seeing the glass buildings, and so I'm from East Texas. and there's not much of anything out there, especially where I'm from. So I come up here, you got to walk about 10 minutes, go to each one of my classes. It's different.
Yeah, make sure you got your AirPods charged up or whatever your headphones are and ready to go. It is certainly a beautiful travel. I lived on Tempe campus for a year and it was a lot of fun. There's all sorts of different like places to visit, not just for like the schools and the buildings and everything, but obviously there's all sorts of different housings and whatnot. It's going to be a really awesome experience for you. I'm really excited. But you are on Tempe. Are you currently there now, or are you going to be graduating this upcoming May?
I'm here now. I came early January. I forgot the exact date, but I came early January.
Gotcha. And you mentioned electro engineering. That's crazy to me. I am not nearly smart enough to do that, but major props to you. I did have an old roommate of mine that was also in that field, and I know that he said it was an awesome program. It's really difficult. It's a lot of hard work, but obviously that's something that interests you. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right. Sounds good. Real quick, I got to talk to you guys about BetOnline. BetOnline.net is your number one source for sports betting info, stats, news, and analysis. Get the latest odds and trends for every professional and amateur league out there. From pro football to college and pro basketball and more, we've got it all on BetOnline.net. And if you love sports podcasts, you can find those at BetOnline as well. We're always the fastest and easiest way to get your sports betting information. Head to the website today or use your mobile device to learn more about the trends in action at BetOnline, where the game starts. I also would be remiss if I did not mention to you guys the Locked On College Basketball podcast. Everything you need to know about college basketball in one place. Hear about the big name experts, insiders, coaches, players, and more. And Locked On College Basketball available on YouTube and wherever you're getting your podcasts. Back into our conversation, focusing more on the football team again, looking at 2023. You mentioned you got to talk to Coach Amy. Have you gotten a chance to talk with the new defensive coordinator, Coach Ward, as well?
Yes, sir. Well,
What
yes, sir.
What are kind of your impressions on Brian Ward and in his first year with Tempe? Obviously, he's going to be brand new to the program the same way that you are.
Oh, he's a great guy. I walk around and he comes up to me and we just speak. We really haven't talked just football. We just talk like we're just regular people. Just go around, say what's up, smile. Everybody around there loves my smile. They say so. I just go around, smile, and talk to all the coaches, especially him.
That's awesome. Have you gotten the chance to talk to any of your new teammates yet?
Yes, sir. I've gotten real close to my teammates, especially the transfers and early enrollees that came in. I've gotten close to them, so it's been great.
Yeah, I'm sure. Obviously, it's going to be a new experience, not just for you, but for these transfers as well. Do you mind if I ask, like, who specifically you've gotten to know pretty well?
Ben Coleman from Cal,
Mm-hmm.
Trey Brown from Washington State, and Sam Benjamin from Idaho State, and Ashley Williams from Zachary High School, and Montana Warren. He's from East Texas, and that's my roommate. So
Gotcha.
those
Very
been
nice. Lots of transfers, like you said. So that's awesome to see. Have you had a chance to talk to any of the veteran guys like a Michael Matus or a BJ Green that are also going to be on the defensive line with you?
BJ for sure. That's who. When I came on my official visit, he was my host. Him and Dylan Hall, them two are my hosts. So we've been. It's just like we just met back up again. So we just picked up where we left off, really.
Gotcha. What are some of the things they've told you about the program? Did they have any advice or kind of tell you? Obviously, you said that there's a big culture change coming and everything with a new staff and whatnot. What are some of the things they've had to tell you about the program?
Just to put your head down and work. Because BJ, he came in as a walk on. He was like, it's not like they'll back off if you're a freshman. It's like if you can play, they'll play you. So that's been a big thing. And because actually, before we started doing team workouts, I was working out with BJ. He was that's kind of been like my mentor throughout this. He's been helping me a lot.
Yeah, I thought I saw somewhere that you are quite the physical specimen. I thought I saw that you can squat up to like 550 pounds. Is that true or is that just a rumor?
Yes, sir, it's true. I did
Oh
that.
my goodness.
junior all season.
So I imagine you're a little bit of a gym rat then, spend a lot of time out there
Yes,
working out.
yes, sir.
Gotcha. Love to hear it. Looking at the defensive line, there's a lot of changes that are coming. A lot of guys are out of the program, whether it's through the transfer portal or just some of the veterans that are no longer there for um, eligibility reasons. Looking at what's there now, I feel like there's an opportunity for just about anybody on that defensive line to get a start. What are your thoughts on basically a clean slate for everybody on that defensive line?
It's just gonna make everybody better. It's just because everybody knows they have a chance to play, so everybody's gonna be competing and making sure that they have that chance. They make good things with that chance. So it's gonna make us all better, and we're gonna get the best of everybody.
Do you have any personal expectations for yourself, whether that's like statistics or playing time, maybe some first impressions for the coaches and for the fans? Anything that really sticks out to you? Maybe you have like a board that you got something written up.
Right now, I'm just trying to make sure the coaches know, like they know who I am. I want them to know, like actually, what I'm capable of. So I just been trying to work hard, let them know that I'm a hard worker and that they can trust me. That's all I'm worried about right now.
I really like that. I like to hear that. Nothing too crazy, just to know that CJ Fite is in the building and he's ready to make an instant impact, right?
Yes, sir.
Looking with spring ball coming up, it's going to come up pretty quick here. It'll fly by. Do you have do you have anything in mind just for instant first impressions?
Meaning,
Just kind of like overall your thoughts with this being your first practices at Arizona State and everything. What are kind of your thoughts? What are you looking to do with your first opportunities?
I just have to go out there and show what I can do. I can't go out there and be scared just because I'm this 17-year-old kid going against all these adults. I can't be scared. So I'm just going to go out there, work hard, do my best, and what happens, happens is God's plan.
That's another thing I was going to bring up is you're a young kid. You're turning 18. When
May,
when is your birthday?
May 27th.
Oh, dude, me and you are right around the corner. I'm May 31st.
Guys,
Look at that, fellow Geminis. Love to see it. I also want to talk to everybody real quick about Built Bar. If you're looking for a delicious treat but don't want the fat and calories, you got to try a Built Bar. I know the holidays just came around and everybody is trying to eat a little healthier this year. But if you're like me and don't want to compromise taste, then you got to have a Built Bar. With Built Bar, healthy is actually tasty. It's delicious. They're good for you. It's perfect for your New Year's resolution. What makes them so good? Well, for starters, they're covered in 100% real chocolate. They come in some unbelievably good flavors too, like churro, peanut butter brownie, and coconut almond. I'm not sure how they do it, but these bars taste like candy bars while maintaining amazing macros. Like I said, they're healthy. They're only 130 calories, 4 grams of sugar, but a whopping 17 grams of protein. And now you don't even have to wait around to get a box. For years, we've been talking about placing your orders at built.com. Now you can get them at your local Walmart or Sam's Club. That's right. Head to your Walmart today. Go to the pharmacy section and grab yourself a box of Built Bars. You can pick up a 4 box of cookies and cream, double chocolate, or coconut puffs. And if you're closer to Sam's Club, you can run in and grab yourself a 13-bar box with our hit flavors like brownie batter and churro. You can thank me later. Get yourself a great tasting protein bar and go Built Bar. One more time, make sure that you check out the Locked On College Basketball podcast. Experts Isaac Shade and Andy Patton bring you everything you need to know on and off the court. Hear from big name experts, coaches, players, and more throughout the season. It's Locked On College Basketball, available on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts. Now, CJ, let me get to know you a little more. You got to play high school football in Texas. That is about as competitive as it's going to get. I know that I visited out there plenty of times. I've got some family out there. They talk about how high school football in Texas is like a religion. Friday Night Lights, they broadcast it all over the place. What was playing high school football like in the state that's bigger than everyone else?
it was great experience. And I always hear people from Florida, Georgia, and stuff like that try to say their football's better, but nah, it don't get better than Texas football. But it was great. I was a 3A division, so the athletes there they were nice. The lineman wise, it was up and down, just depending on who you play week to week. So our preseason we played a lot of big schools, bigger schools, and had some good games. So high school, Texas high school football made me better. I will say that.
I was gonna say, I would imagine that playing against so many guys that were getting recruited straight out of high school, tons of 3 stars, tons of 4 stars, tons of 5 stars. That obviously is one of those iron sharpens iron mentalities. What were some of the things that you did in high school that you think are gonna make you stand out from day one?
Oh, I would say the work I put in. I mean, from I was, I mean, I obviously I want to I want to sound like cocky, but I mean, I was from most of the time when I was on the field, I was the best player,
All right.
and
No,
so
not cocky at all.
so I made sure I didn't let that stop me and cap me off. I still wanted to improve and make myself better, and keep going and keep improving. So that's that. I think if I could keep doing that, then I'll be good. Okay.
See, and I like that because that mentality of being the best player on the field is going to help translate you over to the next level in college. And that kind of leads me into my next question is what should fans and other students know about you as a player?
I would say that I'm not a guy to walk around like it. I'm not a guy to walk around and say, "Yeah, I'm better, better than you." I just like to show it on the field. I mean, I don't. I try to be a humble guy. So I mean, I know I have abilities and I have confidence in myself, but I don't want to be the guy to come off as cocky or arrogant and stuff. So I just want fans to know that I try to be a humble guy, make plays on the field, and have confidence in myself.
Like I said, I think we would like to get to know you too as a person, not just as a player. What are some things you like to do in your free time? You big like Call of Duty Warzone guy? You just spend a lot of time in the gym working out. You listen to music. What are some of the things that CJ Fite likes to do when he's not on the football field?
If I'm out on the football field, I'm usually either working out, like lifting weights, or I'm playing Madden. Madden's my game. That's all I play.
Who's your team? Who do you run with?
If I'm just playing around, I'll go random. But if I'm trying to win, I play Bills or Eagles.
Gotcha. So I imagine you're pretty good at Madden then.
I try to be.
You would probably smoke me. I have a lot of fun playing on pro difficulty. I can't play anything higher. I am not good at Madden. I like to pretend I am. I score 60 points on the Jaguars and I'm flexing. I'm like, I am the best Madden player ever.
I've been trying to run some games in the locker room. I played
Oh
one, but
yeah?
I didn't get to finish the other day, but I was winning. So I started feeling good about myself.
When you play defense, do you use your defensive lineman or you play linebacker? What do you do?
I'm back here in safety.
There
That's
you go.
yeah.
I like it. What's kind of your favorite music? Are you big into like some rock and roll, some metal stuff? Are you kind of like hip hop, R&B? Are you a Taylor Swift fan?
No.
What?
No, I'm not Taylor Swift. I go R&B, hip hop, and gospel. Those are my top three I listen to all the time.
Gotcha. All right. What would you say is your hype up song when you're getting ready to squat your 550 or getting ready to start a game for football? What's your hype up song?
When I'm about to lift, really it's just anything I know the lyrics to. If I know the
Okay.
lyrics to the song, it can give me hype. It can be a sad song, but if I know the lyrics to it, it can give me hype. But before a game, I just have to shuffle my gospel playlist. That's all I do before a game.
I love that. Totally respect that. Before we get you out of here, you have any final words for the viewers, for the fans, for your teammates, whoever might be watching this?
Y'all in for a treat. Tune in this next season. We're gonna do good.
Love to hear it. CJ, again, thank you so much for your time. Make sure that you guys are tuning in this season. There's going to be a lot of excitement, a lot of transfers, a lot of freshmen that are looking to make an impact, and CJ is going to be one of those guys. CJ, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
And until next time, guys, you keep it locked right here on Locked On Sun Devils.